Welcome to Where They Wander. We are Kat and Kev and we travel full-time around the United States in our Grand Design Imagine. This week we're still in the beautiful mountains of Colorado, but we have left that emergency campground that we had to go to in last week's video, which was very close quarters, and we have headed to Target Tree Campground, which is going to be our location for the Durango and Silverton Railway. After that RV park we were in, this is our new spot. Much more our style.
We are on our way to the Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railway from our campground here at Target Tree Campground near
Hesperus?
Yes.
Hesperus. If you're not one of our subscribers yet, we would love it if you would hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with all our adventures. We had some time to kill before our train left, so we had a quick walk around Durango, had breakfast at Pierre's, which was glorious. We'll share more of Durango next week, but for now, let's get back to the trains. Kev's in steam heaven right now.
Yeah, this is the valve.
That's a valve. Okay.
This is the piston down here. And the valve opens and closes. It lets steam and out, in and out on both sides.
This is our train. That train was the long train to Silverton, where you can drive it all the way out and then all the way back, or you can get a coach.
We're getting wet.
Oh, getting that horrible steam again. So while the train was going past, we were getting wet with the steam, and we just looked at our coffee cups, and
Not just wet.
not just wet. This is the soot. Thankfully, the coffee's gone. Kevin says first class is at the back. I'm not entirely sure. This is our coach, which might seem a bit sad because you're all the way at the back. But the good news is that as this train goes round a right-hand bend, we'll be able to get the entire train in the canyon. When you reserve your tickets, you can also reserve a box lunch. Just remember to pick it up before you get on the train. Crossing over the plates. You can do this while this thing's moving, so that's going to be fun. 7 and 8. They do have concessions on board, but they are very expensive, and the line was crazy later on in the journey.
You can hear the whistle going off at each level grade crossing per federal regulations.
Oh, look at the smoke now. Here we are, we're on the train, as you can hear. It's absolutely fantastic. These seats are so great because they face directly out. So on the way up, we're going to get the great views of the river, and then on the way back, we'll have the views on the other side. And then those other people will have the great views of the river. We are on the Animas River, and we follow it all the way up to Cascade. We've been riding about half an hour now. We're just coming up against the Animas River, so you can see it. Here you go. Yeah, this is where we're at. What? That's quite the drop.
We are way above the river down here, about 400 feet down.
Oh. Just went over that incredibly high section where the river Animas was right below us, but there was a point there where it looked like there was nothing underneath the train. Very terrifying. I sat down. I think Kevin got some good footage.
So right here it looks like we're going to just drive right off the edge of the cliff.
Jeez Louise. Nope. Nope.
Looks like we're going to just drive right off the edge right here because this turn,
Oh my God.
because it turns right here.
Oh, shoot.
Straight down.
this will be us on the way back. We get to see this, look at that.
You did not like that.
Like that at all.
Tell me, how was that?
That was awful. You basically go around the bend and the things aren't connected. Well, they are connected, but they're not, you know, solidly connected. We're stopped here because they're filling up the tender with some water before we get to our stop. See the conductor here giving the instructions. This is the end of the train.
There's the Y right there. See, she's
So now we're going to back up.
We're going to go down the track, down the other Y. So we're headed the other way.
I see. Okay, yes.
We got to go all the way back here to the other switch first.
Yeah. Being the last train is kind of cool because then we can see it, but now we're on the right side of the river. Oh, and this is where we're going to have lunch, I think, right on the river.
Feeling so blessed, everything's easy like a Sunday morning. Yeah, bet, thrift store best, dressed to impress, make them say, oh lordy. Oh, oh, I got a swag in the step. Oh, oh, I got the Jordan and the flex.
We're having lunch here, right by the Animas River. You get 45 minutes up here, and I think we're probably going to go for a bit of a walk along the water here, along the river. We came up to Cascade Canyon, and this is the Cascade Rapids right here. We've had our lunch, it was really nice. $15, but just for the convenience of not having to worry about it. But top tip, if you do pre-order the lunch, pick it up before the train leaves. A lady just asked me, do I get that from the conductor or the concessions? And I said, no, sorry, you're supposed to pick it up prior to leaving, and she was pretty sad about that. Oh, we're hiking on this little trail right here, and we're gonna go check out this bridge. I'd love to come up here and maybe wilderness camp or something like that. It's so pretty up here. Oh wow, look how beautiful it is. Oh my goodness.
Well, and I would go swimming too, but
this is the oldest continuously run rail line in the United States. It is a narrow gauge rail line, and they have two trains that run a day. They have this one that comes up to the Cascade Canyon, and it's a 5-hour round trip. And then they have the one that goes all the way to Silverton, and that is all day. It's like almost like 8 hours. Okay, I wanted some shots with the locomotive.
it's got counterweights on the outside.
And what are those for?
It balances the wheel.
Ah, okay. If it is cold, you can come up here and have a snack or your lunch in the covered section here. And here we are. Here's the steam train right here. And this is made in Philadelphia in 1925.
Now this right here is the air compressor and the air holding tank for the brakes. For the locomotive has its own brakes, and also for the train has its own brakes too. But it runs off this compressor right here.
And it really does feel like a living, breathing machine, like Kev just said. We were far too close when that went off. My goodness, that hurt my ears. you have fun?
Yeah. Here we are on the train.
So you can tell which side of the train is more interesting on the way back. That was the side we were on the way out.
Right on the edge of
We
the
are right on
world.
the edge, which is why Kat's on this
Going
side
very
this time.
slow.
It was a little nerve-wracking for coming up, so I'm standing on this side this time. But I want to see as well, so it's the fear of missing out.
I got a little bit. We hope you enjoyed our trip on the Durango and Silverton Railway.
Join us next week as we return to the town of Durango, where we'll show you around a little bit and visit the incredible museum.
Until then, we'll see you on the trail.